So Black Panther comes out in theaters this Thursday. I know I'm excited about it. I'm going to be seeing it Thursday with my wife. Even did a couple of Black Panther paintings. You can see the video to this one on my art page. But yeah, so for this comic book review, I thought I'd go ahead and do a comic book review on Black Panther, or the Rise of the Black Panther issue 1. Sorry. Excuse my voice, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm sick here. So just go ahead and jump into this. It starts off, I had to read it like carefully a couple times here, and it made a little more sense towards the end. Because it starts off, it's being narrated by T'Challa's, I guess, stepmother. Yeah, stepmom. Because it'd be his dad's second wife. So it goes back to when T'Challa's grandfather was the Black Panther, so it goes back into when Captain America was around during World War II, or World War One. No, two, sorry. And Cap kind of stumbles upon Wakanda. They know about the vibranium, and T'Challa's granddad's like, "No, we ain't having that. What are you doing here?" And all of a sudden, Cap's trying to convince me, look, we need the vibranium to, I forget what he says, but pretty much because they're fighting the Nazis, and he's telling T'Challa's granddad, hey, you don't know what kind of guys we're dealing with, the kind of evil we're messing with, but if you know the history of Wakanda, they know how everyone rolls, and they don't care. So, seeing as how they don't really care about the evil Nazis, they feel all, Americans and Nazis, whatever, pretty much thing. But then, they get attacked by the Nazis themselves. So T'Challa's granddad teams up with Cap. They take care of business. So in exchange for, Cap chills with him for a bit. You can see him there, So he gives him his shield, and they exchange, and Cap gets vibranium, which is what his shield's made of now. They go into the history of that, they talk about it. And T'Challa's dad at this point, he likes a woman that's really smart. I guess she's an orphan. Both her parents were killed. I guess it's kind of like, it's Wakanda, but they have little tribes within them. And her parents, which would be, that's T'Challa's dad, and his mom. What was his name again? It was T'Chaka. It was like T'Challa, but T'Chaka. Anyways, so it just kind of goes over how they met, how his parents met, and how he's the Black Panther now, and he's marrying this woman that nobody really cares for. They're like, oh, she's pretty much an outsider, she's an orphan, she's not even royalty. He's marrying her. It's kind of whack. So you see them holding hands there. And so either way, she gets married to him, and they have kind of goes over the history of. You see, they get married, and then I guess they have like an annual. What do we call it? Challenge day, I believe. Yeah, a challenge day. I guess whoever can challenge the king, and I'm assuming it's like kind of like lions, like, okay, the leader of the pride can get challenged, and if he loses, tuck your toe between your legs, and you're no longer king. I think that's the deal here, but T'Challa's dad pretty much owns everyone, smacks them around, among the challengers. She ends up getting pregnant, and I forget what happened here. But he could not have foreseen the betrayal coming from one of his own citizens. So there's this guy that's kind of disgruntled. Goes to show, there's always a hater. And I guess his family, something about his dad or his family. No, my father, yeah. So his father got jacked up in some, alright, it's right here. My father cancels injuries from challenge day. So this guy is pretty much was bitter that his dad got whooped by T'Challa's dad, and that he got messed up pretty bad in that challenge day. He could no longer fight and provide for his. But whatever, he gets all in about that, and he actually strikes a deal with this Baron von Strucker. You see there, he lets him know where Wakanda's at, and he lets Hydra in on where Wakanda's at. So, a couple weeks later, Hydra decides to attack, and they have they manage to get in, and they have this giant tank and everything, and they're attacking. The Wakandans have some weird technology thing that kind of like disrupts. There's something about a signal disrupting them being able to use their guns. So the Wakandans use that, and the Hydra's not able to do that. You see here they're throwing spears at this giant tank thing right there. These are Wakandans. The Hydra tank. So they're throwing spears all over it. They have like 3 of them. And then here you have T'Challa's dad, or the Black Panther at that moment. He comes in and boom, they destroy it. And it's like, oh, how many died in this? And his buddy's like, oh, we lost 5 guys. And he's all, messed up from that because these are his people. Black Panther takes great pride in protecting his people. So if it's 1 or 5, or 5 or 1 or whatever, it's a big deal to him. So in the midst of receiving that news, then he receives news that his wife, who is carrying T'Challa, unborn T'Challa, at this time is sick, and they don't know what's going on. So something about sickness that they have not seen in Wakanda yet, or ever. So they contact Howard Stark. And if you don't know who Howard Stark is, if you read comic books, you know who he is. If you don't, you might have seen him you probably did see him in a couple of the Marvel movies. He's Tony Stark's dad, Howard Stark. Main name right there, Stark. So he strikes a deal with, they manage to contact Howard, and they're like, well, we need some of your, what do they call it? Let's see, super booster shots. So I'm not sure what a super booster shot is, but Black Panther's saying, look, my wife's sick, I need that. In exchange, I'll give you, half a pound of vibranium, which Howard Stark's like, he's antsy to get some of that. And Howard tells Black Panther, look, I'll give you this, and if it works, you give me a pound of your vibranium instead of half a pound. I believe it's half a pound. So yeah, he's like, okay, deal. So they send a Wakandan out to retrieve this, and they get attacked. See right here, she's there to pick up Agent Shield there. Bitter Boy over here shows up, and they end up blowing up the plane with her in it. So no medicine. She ends up giving birth to T'Challa this time, and a week after she gave birth to Prince T'Challa, Yami, chief scientist of Wakanda, healer, dreamer, orphan queen, departed the unconquered realm quietly in her sleep. So she ends up passing away. This throws the king into like the hurl of depression. That's not his wife. That's not his wife. That's it's just pretty much here. The king's grief overwhelmed him for weeks, months, years. He sought escape in drink, hoarded, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Women, and dark strategies. The only time he ever felt joy was watching his boy, T'Challa, and see him right there. He's looking at his boy with vibranium. Then while they're out and about one day, they come across they're out for a stroll, and I guess all these are in charge of T'Challa. They end up losing a boy, and this woman finds him, and they're like, well, who are you? And because she's not from there, I guess. And they end up chatting, and little by little, T'Challa's dad ends up liking her. They get married. We're all peeled about that one too. But T'Challa took a shine to her, and she helped raise him. And I guess they also had a daughter. The king had a daughter with that woman. So I never seen your father. T'Challa's triumph is kind of like we have 4th of July, Independence Day. This day was a celebration of the King T'Chaka's victory over Hydra that one day. So this is years later. It's like 10 years later. While they're celebrating all that, all of a sudden you hear "Good afternoon, Wakanda," and you have Ulysses Claw there. He's actually going to be in the movie, the Black Panther movie. And a lot of people don't recognize him from that. He also, I guess, he voices Smeagol off Lord of the Rings, or Gollum. But anyways, he shows up and he's like there for the vibranium. He has his weapon. They attack, and so Black Panther starts going down on him, starts messing him up. But something happens, and he's like, I guess, hit or hurt. Something about, you can see right there for yourself. Something about the sound wave making him go nuts. So Claw's about to blast T'Challa, but his dad gets in the way. He gets blasted instead. So let's see. They throw a spear at Claw's arm. You can see there. T'Challa takes that blaster that he had and blasts Claw's hand right off. So in this one, it's the right hand. In the movie, Ultron ripped his left hand. So they retreat, and T'Challa's dad is on the floor, dead. So he is now the king. He gets passed down. But yeah, it's pretty much what the first issue is. Rise of the Black Panther. Here's the cover for the second issue. It looks like Namor. I think it might be Namor. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool just because it takes you back to his granddad, and it shows you how his granddad was and how he met Captain America. Then shows you how his father became Black Panther, and a little bit of his time as Black Panther. And then it shows how he got the title of Black Panther. So you see grandfather, son, and then grandson. So I thought that was pretty cool. I got issue 2 also, but I'll do that another time. I've been busy, so I only had time to read this one last night. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I liked it. Like I said, I liked the history where it showed the grandfather and the father and the son, and how each of them, and it showed like a little bit of the grandfather and the father as Black Panther. I thought it was cool. Like I said, I haven't read the second issue. I'll probably read it after this since I have some time here. But yeah, I liked it. Will I continue? I got the second issue. Like I said, if I like that one too, I should continue on with the series. But yeah, I mean, if you like Black Panther, you'll love it. If you want a little bit of history, you don't know much about the Black Panther and how he became Black Panther, you want a little history on that. It's a good read, But yeah, that's all I got. That's this comic book review. Again, that was Black Panther, or Rise of Black Panther, issue 1. So yeah, until next time, bye.